It's induction day and I was woken up at 6 o'clock this morning because my bed was ready on delivery suite. Coming in here made me super emotional because this is the room my son Luca was born in. But I was also feeling really excited and really hopeful to get my water birth. Had some tea and toast before doing anything. So the plan is to pop my waters and hopefully go into spontaneous labour, avoiding the hormone drip because I really don't want that. Had some monitoring done first to make sure baby boy was happy, which he was. I was only 2 centimetres dilated, but they did manage to pop my waters. It was a bit uncomfortable, but it didn't really hurt, and I didn't have a gush of waters either. It just kind of trickled out. I can't believe this is going to be my last day with a bump. As soon as that was done, it was Operation Labour. Because my consultant knew I really didn't want the hormone drip, she agreed to wait 6 to 8 hours to start it. So the pressure was really on. We did absolutely everything to try and bring on these contractions. And as soon as I went outside and started walking, they came on fast and strong. They came on about 10 to 15 minutes apart, about 4 hours after having my waters broken. Which I was so happy about because things were progressing, baby was happy. I did have to have some monitoring done. And then a couple of hours later, they became extremely painful and 3 minutes apart. They were a little bit concerned because my waters were a green colour and they were suspecting that baby had pooed inside me, but said it was safe to leave me to labour. Oh my god, the pain was so intense. It was such a relief to get into that water. But this is actually when things took a turn for the worse. My contractions were coming on far too strong. I was getting them back to back. I suddenly spiked a temperature, became unwell, and baby's heart rate was through the roof. They suspected I was going septic and I just couldn't physically cope anymore. So we had to do the safest thing for both me and baby boy, and we were taken to theatre for an emergency C-section. It was honestly so scary because I felt so unwell. But baby boy arrived safely on the 15th of January at 2:45 a.m. Unfortunately, he was also showing signs of infection. He had a temperature and his body wasn't coping. So he had to have lots of antibiotics. It was horrible seeing him have a cannula put in. He also had loads of blood tests done and a lumbar puncture. We both had to stay on one-to-one care until we were stable. I lost a lot of blood in theatre. But we were both finally moved to the ward and I was just so glad that he could stay with me. Although there was a couple of times he had to go over to the NICU with the doctors just to have some monitoring done. He also had to wear a red hat to alert everyone I had gestational diabetes. But we were really lucky. His blood sugars were absolutely fine. And it has now been confirmed that the infection was from him pooing in my waters. He is such a brave, strong boy and we are both just on the road to recovery now.